All right, what's your name, man?
I'm Justin.
Justin.
Yep.
So, where you from, Justin?
I grew up in West Hartford.
West Hartford.
Yep.
Okay. So, what's your story?
So, like I said, I grew up in West Hartford. I'm the youngest of seven kids. Um, my dad, he was a really bad alcoholic. He was never physically abusive, but when he'd get drunk, he'd say a lot of things, and he ended up getting us kicked out of our apartment when I was 10 years old. I went to summer camp for 2 weeks. I didn't know we were getting evicted. And when I got home, the apartment was empty. And as a kid, I spent like 10 years of my life homeless. Um, back in, living in New Britain, still going to school in West Hartford, living in Windsor Locks, going to school in West Hartford. My mom, she was my everything growing up. She was always there for me no matter what. She went above and beyond. And when I started using when I was 17. I first tried it with my brother. He really didn't want to give it to me, but he felt it was better to get it from him. And I instantly fell in love with it. And high school, it was all right, I got bullied a lot, and you know, a lot of traumatic things went on during them years. And when I was 26, my brother, he was the closest thing I had besides my mom, and he ended up dying of an overdose. And when that happened, everything just fell apart. My drug habit went from 100 to 1 million, and I started going to jail and everything. And me and my mom's relationship really started hitting the rocks. I started stealing from her and everything, and I just, a lot of things I regret with my mom. I ended up doing 18 months because an altercation happened between me and her. And when I was in there, I kept thinking to myself how bad I wanted to prove myself to my mom, because she had every right to say that she didn't think I'd ever stop using by the way I was acting.
Yeah.
And I can't blame her. And so there was a restraining order between us. And I remember Christmas Eve, she let me spend the night. It was too cold. My brother ended up showing up. My brother Chris. He called the cops and had me arrested because I had warrants and I broke the protective order.
Because you went to see your mom.
Yep, on Christmas Eve. And the last, I don't know why I said it. I remember hearing my mom say, "He's gonna hate me." And the last thing I ever said to her was, "Yes, I do." And during them 18 months, I worked so hard going to groups and everything, to better myself. And 2 weeks before I got out to go to the halfway house, I get a call from my sister. My mom had ended up dying of breast cancer,
Damn.
and she was the only thing I had left. And I didn't want to come back out onto the street and use, but it was the only thing I knew, the only place I knew. And as much as I regret everything that I just told you, there's a lot of things that I don't regret. I have lost a lot of my family, my blood family. They don't help me out at all. They're not in my life. They totally rejected me, and can't blame them. But I met not an even greater family, but a strong family out here. I had so many people that care about me, and we may use together and everything, but at the end of the day,
Yeah, they're around you.
you
They're
know,
keeping you going.
exactly. I mean, even comes down to the person holding the camera. I call her my street mom. She's everything to me, and I love her so much. And it's people like her out here that keep us strong.
It's good. It's good. So you feel like losing everything. If you can like go back in time and you had a choice to like still use the drug, would you do it?
That
At 17 with your brother,
that
you
is,
have a choice to still do that. Would you do it?
I think about that question almost every day, and there's part of me, yes, because I would love to live a better life, and in the selfish part of me, I want something better for myself. But at the same time, I would have never met these people. So how could I, knowing if I would go back in time, knowing what I know, how could I give these guys up?
So you think these people is like your family now?
They are my family. They are
Family.
100%.
That's good. So like doing your process, like stuff like get people depressed. What kept you going still? Like what's still keeping you going?
The fact that you guys don't want to see me go downhill. They want to see better for me. And I did 6 weeks in jail about a month and a half ago, and somebody had went around telling everybody they had confirmed I was dead. When I got out and I walked up this parking lot, so many people came up to me with tears in their eyes, so glad I was alive. When I saw how much love I have out here with these people, I'd never give that up. I can't. For my family, and I would die for them because they would die for me, and they died with me.
Okay. So what's a message that you got to tell people like you know what I'm saying, that's not homeless but still doing drugs right now? Like what's the message would you tell them?
There's so much more to life than what you see, what we do. Yes, the stresses of life are very hard, but it's what makes it worth it because you learn so much in life. You meet so many great people, and sitting around getting high every day, nodding off if you're an opiate addict or taking a hit of crack and bugging out. You don't want that for yourself. I mean, at times, yes, it's fun, but at the end of the day, taking your kids out to a water park or the movies, a dinner, even a picnic in a park. Those are the memories you want to live with for the rest of your life. Not sitting on a bus stop bench freaking taking a hit of crack. You know,
That's good, man. Appreciate you, brother.
appreciate
I
you.
wish